Hello, and welcome. This is the first live stream of 2022. I hope everybody has a good holiday season and is starting the year off to a good start. I'm still wearing biking attire, apparently, athletic attire, but I just wanted to come on and do the first live stream of the year. I basically want to go over what the plans are for this year. I'm changing things up a little bit on this channel, not too much, but I just wanted to let you guys know so that you know what to expect. And then, of course, I'll play a little bit of Ubase, and you guys can request things and ask questions. So I'll play for a minute while I wait for more of you guys to log on. Please feel free to say hi and let me know if the stream is working properly and if the volume's good and everything. I'm not sure that it's working right. All right, that might make me a little bit louder. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. So just let me know how the sound is when you get a chance. And I'll go ahead and play something while I wait for a few more people to get on. Do a little loop pedal jam real quick. That last one. intonation issues. Go ahead and fade it out before that loops. Sometimes when you improvise, you gotta just kind of go for things, change things up. Oh, if you hit a wrong note and it loops, you have to fade things out sometimes. All right. Yeah, Seth, I did shave from how much I had the beard grown out for the from the bike trip. So basically, for those that don't already know, I went on a month bike trip across the United States. And when I did, obviously my hair just grew. I haven't cut it since then, but my beard also grew. But I totally decided to shave it down to where it's like this. It's not just the goatee. I actually do have it connecting up and over, but I did get rid of the scruffiness that was growing here and there. So yeah, I thought it looked a little more presentable for stuff like live streams, stuff like weddings and things of that nature, which I have a wedding this weekend and a church performance, a church service. So, yeah, so those are things coming up. But I wanted to mention to you guys what I'm planning on doing for this year with the channel. So last year I was doing weekly videos, right? Every single Tuesday I was releasing a video. And since I believe it was May, if I'm not mistaken, I was doing live streams. It may have been May of 2020. I can't remember. But I was doing live streams every single week as well. This year, I'm not going to do quite as many of either of those just because I've got things going on as well. But I am planning on doing a video every other week, which some months have extra weeks. So I may just decide it's the first and the third Tuesday of the month is what I'll probably stick with. And then for live streams, I'll probably just do the first Thursday of the month. Now, that doesn't mean that I won't have random ones where I decide to have one later in the month as well. It just means that scheduled live streams, you can expect one on the first Thursday of each month. Unless I have something conflicting, I may move it to the second, but I'll try to do one live stream a month and 2 videos a month. And my main reason for doing that is when I was doing weekly videos, I feel like one, just coming up with that many topics and that many things per year, I was kind of letting the quality slip a little bit. So what I'd really like to do this year is just kind of make better videos. There might be fewer of them, but hopefully they'll be more in depth. And then that way I can focus on improving quality. I know the live streams have been a bit iffy, so I've got to figure out what's causing them to not be as good of quality as I know that other people's live streams are. So I'm going to try to figure stuff like that out and make things a little bit better this year rather than just going for, I mean, if you count the live streams as videos, it would be like 104 videos for the year if I did one live stream and one video each week. So I think that y'all have some better quality stuff if I do it that way. So that's the plan. I know right now the quality is still a little bit lower than I'd like it to be on the live stream. So that's something I'm going to look into this year. But hey, Preston, how's it going? Thank you. Happy New Year to pretty much everybody on here. It looks like we got 5 people on here. So, but that's the basic idea. So 2 videos a month and 1 live stream at the beginning of the month. So if you guys have any questions about that, let me know. But for now, it's the first and third Tuesday for the videos and the first Thursday for live streams, unless I say something otherwise on here. Yeah, so that's the idea. We'll see how it is. Because I think the other, I'm hoping that I can do quality versus quantity, as Seth was saying. So that's the plan. I'll still do. I still have Patreon requests. So people that become patrons request songs, I'll still get to those. If I find that I have more Patreon requests and it's not letting me make other videos, I may change that as well. But for now, I'm leaving it the same. And that's about it. So Preston says, what have you been learning since you got back? So far today, I started listening to some wedding tunes. So I've got dances for wedding tunes, but I haven't really worked on anything new other than, when I got back, I created that groove that I made the video out of on upright bass and was kind of just jamming on that. And then, so it's really been more about kind of expression since I've been getting back into playing rather than learning new songs. But I may get back into, that goal of being able to read, sight read better and do things like that. I don't think I achieved that goal from last year. I'm not going to be quite as goal centric this year because I feel like sometimes I focus too much on the detail of the goal rather than just the overall like flow of things. So I think that's something that's kind of changed with the bike trip. There's something about, part of the reason I did the bike trip was I was just doing so much, and not just with this YouTube channel, but also with all the weddings I was playing and all the lessons I was teaching, everything, that I felt like I was less creative. A lot of what I was putting out was just kind of just whatever I could think of, right at the last minute. And I was kind of waiting until the last minute to work on these videos. So the plan is if I have these, if I have extra time, I should be able to make a better video. But I'd say I've really mostly just been focusing on enjoying playing rather than learning new stuff. Although for lessons, I'll be learning stuff for students and everything. So I've already gotten back, taught my first lesson back today, and I have several students that are starting up next week. If anybody's interested in that, I have a website. Basically, you can look at how to get started on lessons if you want to take private lessons via Zoom or Skype or something. That's StephenCoxMusic.com/Skype, because it was before Zoom was much of a thing. So I'm just going to put that out there in case anybody is curious about that. And I'll probably add it to the description once I'm done with the live stream. Yeah, so I think that's a big thing. I think before I was kind of just treating music as like getting to the next gig, getting to the next thing. And I think it did take the fun out of it a little bit. And so the bike trip, it's kind of like I was just focusing on getting up, riding to where I was going, which pretty much every day was like a journey, right? So it's like you wake up, you get on your bike. Sometimes it was cold, sometimes it was still dark. I try to get on the bike within an hour after sunrise usually, and then hop aboard and ride. And when you're riding 60-mile a days, there's always something that comes up, whether it be that you pop a tire, whether it be that somebody almost hits you in a car, whether it be that dogs are chasing you. Believe it or not, a lot of people have loose dogs, and a lot of the strife was outrunning dogs or figuring out how to deal with them. And not get bit and stuff, and not have to hurt a dog or anything either, which I thankfully didn't even have to pepper spray a dog or anything. Just yelling at them worked sometimes, most of the time. But yeah, it's like focusing on stuff like that each day. It was kind of nice getting a break from music. And about halfway through the trip, I started getting songs stuck in my head. So I actually made a playlist of songs that were stuck in my head on the trip. I may need to share that with you guys. It was a Spotify playlist. I'm not sure where to share that. I may have to do it on Facebook or something. I'm not positive, but where I'll share that yet. But I got songs stuck in my head a lot of times based on geography, and a lot of times based on just conditions on the road or something I was going through. So I'll give you an example. One of the first ones that got stuck in my head, I was crossing the Rio Grande. So the song Rio by Duran Duran, was it, was it? I can't remember the bass line. I can't remember, but anyway, I can't remember the bass line at all, but that one has a fun bass line. And for some reason, it's slipping my mind. But Rio got stuck in my head because I was crossing the Rio Grande. So then when I went through LaGrange, Texas, which is where LaGrange, the ZZ Top song, was written about. So I had that stuck in my head, and even made a reel on my Instagram about that. Just the fact that it was that. So as I was going, I started getting songs stuck in my head. I guess the Rio one was earlier than what I was saying. Every now and then I'd be next to like train tracks, since I get Folsom Prison stuck in my head, that I hear that train a coming. And and a whole bunch of other things. There was one morning I woke up and it was all foggy and kind of misty, and I was riding along the Mississippi River levee, and I got Bob Marley's "Misty Morning" stuck in my head, and so I kind of made a reel out of certain ones of those as I was going on. But having songs stuck in my head was just a sign that there's like a song for every single situation that can happen, and it's kind of cool knowing that and realizing, I guess, from being inside a musician's standpoint, you don't think about it from the non-musician's point of view, you know. So it was kind of yeah, I'm not sure if they let me share Spotify descriptions, Spotify in the description. I might do that. That actually might be a good idea. Yeah, I would share the link to the playlist. That's a good idea. I think they might actually let me do that. Because you're right, it won't. Sometimes they don't let you do it in comments, but they might actually let me do it there. Good call. Good call. Thank you. Was it Tafoa? But yeah. But I appreciate you guys. And then Preston says that's great. Gotta always have fun. Right now I'm learning "It Don't Matter" by Jacob Collier. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm sure Jacob Collier's song would have a great bass line. That sounds really good. I should take a look at that one. I like Jacob Collier. He's really good. Very, very talented. Have you seen the video of him playing Boogie on Reggae Woman on a U-bass? It's pretty old at this point. It's probably a year old, but it's pretty cool because he's playing a U-bass. And Seth, any new bass gear or music gear in general you're looking forward to getting in 2022? At some point, I really want to get a fretless U-bass, and I really want to get a solid body U-bass, but maybe I'll get a combination. I still like the Koa, but if they come out with something new, I was thinking it might make more sense to get whatever's new if I like it almost as much or as much as that. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what they come out with, and I may kind of upgrade and just get something a little fancier just because I have a lot of acoustic electric U-basses. Although the other option, the other thing that I've been wanting for a while is a fretless ebony U-bass. So I'm thinking maybe a fretless U-bass would probably be the thing I'm looking forward to getting. I don't know when I'll get that. There are some other financial goals in front of that, but hopefully I'll do that soon. And then Alan says, definitely solid body, maybe even a 5-string. I did see a used 5-string fretless Koa come up on, I can't remember if it was Facebook Marketplace or if it was just on Reverb or something. But either way, there was a pretty good price on one of those, and I was thinking I should have gotten that one. But it might have been on the U-Bass Freaks Facebook page. But either way, I thought that would be kind of cool. There's a guy that I follow on Instagram. I think he goes by Gus What. I don't know how he does his Instagram handle, but I shared one of his things as a story. I'll probably do that again pretty soon. And he sings and plays U-Bass, and a lot of times he'll do just singing and just U-Bass. Other times he'll add a whole bunch of harmonies, like something Jacob Collier would do. And sometimes he'll add a bunch of instruments, I guess, also kind of like what Jacob Collier would do. But I don't remember if he's Brazilian or if he's from some other country. But he has a very different approach. But he'll cover songs that songs that we all know from the radio and everything. But he'll add rhythms in there, and I think some of them are Brazilian rhythms. He's got a lot of syncopation. And he just does really unique covers, and he has really good technique on the U-Bass. He uses a lot of harmonics and then a lot of percussive sounds, and he just gets a really good tone out of the U-Bass. So if you get a chance to check him out, he's endorsed by Kyle. It might be easy to find him. It might be easier to find him from their site of people they endorse. I'm not sure, but very talented guy. I think it's like Gus, Guss what? Let me get my phone out of the other room and maybe I can find it that way, or maybe I can just look for it on here. Okay, guess what? Instagram. Okay, so he has an underscore in front of and after Gus What. So let me just copy this. and I'll put an @ in front of it so that you know. So that's his Instagram handle. If that helps. I'm not sure if he's on YouTube or not. He might be. He has a link tree, so maybe he's on there. But he got endorsed by Kala, and I can't remember where he's from. It doesn't say on his Instagram page. I guess not right away, but he does pretty cool covers of things. So I would definitely give him a listen. And mainly the reason I'm saying this is because I think he should have more followers and stuff, and I think that the reason he doesn't is because he's from a different country. So if y'all get a chance to listen to him, he's a very, very talented guy. And then Seth says 5-string fretless solid body U-bass is on my list. Put some flat wounds. Okay, so the thing about flat wounds on the solid bodies is you got to be careful because of the bridge design. They're not really designed for the higher tension, although there are people that have gone ahead and put metal strings on ones that supposedly aren't supposed to have them. So it might work, but I think they advise against it. So just putting that out there for you. And I guess it's Tafoa. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, please feel free to correct me. Says I need to get better at the U-bass before I can get another one. And you know, for me, it's like I could probably go ahead and get another one. I probably should have a while ago, but maybe I need to sell one or two so that I just don't have like a billion instruments around the house. But yeah, the two that I was looking forward to are getting the ebony model fretless with flat wounds on it, or getting the or getting the Koa solid body fretless 5-string. Well, I don't really think I want a 5-string, although it might be kind of fun. I was looking at the 4-string, but 5 might be kind of fun. So I'm debating there. In fact, I'm just going to look it up right now on Google and see if anybody has one. Koa fretless U-bass. Just see what comes up. There's a Koa 4-string. Oh, that's out of stock. Reverb had one. Let's see if they still do. It looks like okay. There's one still for sale for $840. I think the reason I didn't get this one was certain patterns on the bass look cooler than others, and I'm not sure if I really liked this one as much. But it looks like there you could get one for under 900. But yeah, the low B would be cool. I don't need a low B, but it might be kind of fun. There's another one that's not Koa that looks like a 5-string fretless. The only thing I worry about the 5-string is just finding the string packs for it. Oh, it's no longer available. There actually was a Koa 5-string fretless on here, but it's no longer available. It actually looked really good too. I would have liked that one. There's a fretted one that looks like oh, that's like a new fretted one. It looks really nice though. Frisco Music Center. Cool. So anyway, I'll stop wasting your time with it. But the Koa was my favorite look on there. Although if they come up with some new stuff this year, then I may be more excited about seeing what they come up with rather than just living in the past. In fact, I'm just gonna check to see what the California U-bass stuff that they have in stock is right now. So they have a Koa fretted. It looks like. Oh, they're not showing which ones are in stock or not. Let's see, special edition. It's fretted though. I would like it fretless. So they do have some pretty cool ones. Looks like they're all 1200. Spalted Mango looks kind of fun. Oh, not available. So a lot of Kala stuff isn't available at the moment, but they have some cool things on there. it looks like fretted, you can find a whole bunch of things, but fretless are not easy to find. Let's see, Myrtle. Sorry, I know I'm like wasting time here. There's a fretless one of the Myrtle. They have it in stock. Oregon Myrtle 4-string fretless California U-bass. Funny that has Oregon and California both in the name because of the type of wood. That one actually looks pretty sweet, but it's a 4-string. But yeah, I might get something like that depending on what else comes out. But it's pretty nifty. Sorry, I got sidetracked for quite a while looking on there. And then Tafoa says, "Are you on Twitch?" Technically, I have a Twitch account. I have never used it to go live. So who knows? Maybe I'll dabble with that or something for fun. But I don't know if I really want to go to a new platform and build something entirely new. So I might just stick it out with YouTube. All that's. And we got moving socks. Oh, hey, Mateo. Very cool. Haven't seen you in a minute. How are you doing? Very cool. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, it's been quite a minute. Okay. Let's see. Happy New Year. And then that's good though. Means Kala is selling some U-bases. It does mean they're selling them. I think they also may have slowed production down due to COVID. So, that might have been it. My Twitch handle is probably the same as my channel here. Like I said, I haven't used it in a while, but it should just be Stephen Cox Bass. Cool, very cool. So, Mateo, what have you been up to, man? That's good to kind of see you there. Thanks, by the way. Yeah, I had oh, by the way, guys, something kind of cool. I don't know if you guys like things like this is just something that's kind of cool for me YouTube wise, but I had my second video on this channel to cross 100,000 views. So back when I started the channel, it was one of the old ones. I made a review video on the round wound strings, and then I made a comparison video between the round wound and the polyurethane strings. I guess they were the Pahoehoes at that time, and because I borrowed a friend's exotic mahogany, so it was a very direct comparison. And people watched that one less once I put the video out where it was the rubber versus round wound versus flat wound. So because of that, oh, very cool. You've been doing Twitch. Nice. What are you doing on Twitch? Are you doing music or are you doing video games over there or something else? It's very cool. Okay, so sorry, I get kind of distracted, but that video slowed down a lot, but it finally inched its way up to where it's at 100,000 views. So now I have 2 videos over 100,000 views, with one coming close behind, and that's the Amazon cheapest U-bass on Amazon, which I need to make a 2022 edition because I'm sure that particular Hadean model is not the cheapest. Because they made another one that was cheaper. They had that one for like 130, and then they made the other one for like 99 or something. So I need to go on and check to see if there's anything, any update there, or maybe get that. And if I get a U-bass like that, or a bass ukulele like that, maybe I can do some more modification videos, and maybe I can buy some proper tools so that people won't tell me how to use tools on my videos, or that I'm using them incorrectly and scaring them, that kind of thing. But that would be cool. Gaming and music production. Very cool. I might have to check that out. Yeah, what's your Twitch handle? I'd like to know that too. Very cool. I guess I'll do another little jam. Do you guys want to pick the key and the style? Don't make the style too obscure. If it's too obscure, I may not know it. But what would you like the first requested jam of the new year to be? So one person give me a style, and someone else give me a oh, it's Moving Socks. I like that name, by the way. That's pretty funny. So give me a genre and give me a key that you'd like me to play on. So E flat minor, we got the key. Now what's the style? I think I might do something with that. That's kind of cool. Reggae. Okay, so maybe I could change that groove slightly. Make it reggae. Sorry, there's a fly around the room. E flat. I think. Man, I'm not really happy with that. I want to do something a little bit more interesting with that. That one was fun. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Mateo. What's funny is I just met somebody yesterday on a biking thing that went by Mateo yesterday. So when you said you were Mateo from Georgia State, I'm like, oh, from Georgia State, not the one I met yesterday. That was cool. But it's just kind of funny. There are a lot of Mateos recently. But thanks so much. Yeah, I'll have to go buy a coffee now. Although I don't really drink coffee, I'll probably get a green tea because I'm saying green tea. You said my handle on Twitch is not the same as here? I really thought it was. Let me see. Is it Stephen Cox Music and not Stephen Cox Space? I really thought it was. I don't have anything on there. I mostly just use it to like view other people's Twitch streams. I have a friend, Emmy Law. I was on a couple of her recordings when she lived in Georgia before she moved to Nashville, and I play shows with her on occasion. She has a Twitch, and so I usually just use Twitch to watch her streams, basically. But I could have sworn that my Twitch account was Stephen Cox Bass. Let me see if I'm logged in real quick. Yeah. Oh, it's Stephen Cox Bass. So I don't have anything on there right now, but I do have yes, I might get a tea. So I'm going to use that as a segue and just play an old classic that a lot of people that have been on here before have heard. But one of my favorite drinks is a green tea. So it's like if I go to Starbucks, I'll usually get a green tea latte or, which is really matcha, but whatever. Matcha, green tea, same difference. But yeah, my Twitch handle is Stephen Cox Bass. I just don't have anything on there. So it may be that I created it just as a viewing account and not as like an artist. But at some point, maybe I'll get that going over there. But yeah, it's still logged in, so I know it exists. All right. Right. So yeah, hopefully the Twitch thing will work. I may have to dabble with that because it's been kind of a thing that's been coming up a lot. So yesterday I was biking in a little group that rides through Atlanta, and I've just never done that before. And I had planned on doing that before going on the trip, but just got too busy. And I ran into another bass playing friend of mine named Rashad, and he's in a band that does that for a living. Basically, they Twitch stream with the band, and so it's kind of become a cool thing that I guess people just logged into since 2020, and he said it does really well, and that's basically what he does. So given that sounds pretty good and pretty awesome, I'm wondering if Twitch might be better for live stuff. And if I decide to do that, I'll let you guys know. It could be something, maybe I'll try to do 2 live streams a month, do one over there, one over here, and just kind of compare how they do. But we'll see. That might be something worth doing. Because it's kind of a fun idea. I just know that I need to figure out how to upgrade my streaming ability. Is my stream still a little bit blurry and pixelated over on your end? Because it always shows it to me very clear over here, and then when I watch the replay, it's always sloppy and pixelated and all sorts of stuff. So if I can figure that stuff out, it's a bit blurry. Yeah. Oh, hey Josh. Hey Joshua, how's it going? Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't know why it's blurry, because over here it shows it to me crystal clear, and that's not the way it goes through. So I'm really not sure what causes that, but yeah, and it's always been pixelated, and it really makes no sense to me. I think it's my internet connection, so I may have to just upgrade my internet connection. It may be this laptop, so I may have to upgrade a lot of things, and it may take me some time to do that. And then on Twitch, you can stream from your phone. Yeah, so I was thinking about, that was the other option, was upgrade the phone and get maybe an iPhone or something where I can get some sort of rig to plug directly in so that the audio is a little bit better. It's the bit rate. Okay. Well, I don't know how to yeah, so basically I never figured out how to change that stuff to make it work for YouTube. And I'm not sure what it is about that, if it's something that's to do with this particular computer that's causing the bit rate and the encoder to be like that, or if it's something that I can just change a setting and it'll start working. Maybe I need to get you to come over and help me with that if you're still in the area. I don't know if you're here or out of town, but if it's something that can be fixed on a computer, feel free to stay in touch, maybe on Facebook or just whatever. Just let me know if there's something that tells you how to do that, because on here it's just really weird, because it comes across clear on the screen, but the replay is always awful. And I know that there are some people on here that would love to watch the live stream, but probably get annoyed by that. And so if I can figure that out, I would love to make it better. Oh, okay, that'd be cool. Yeah, so I'm hoping that I can figure out how to do that. It may be because I'm using a Focusrite for the audio and a webcam for the video, but the webcam honestly should be doing better than it is. CPU and GPU. Honestly, I'm not even sure which is which. So I have a what is this called? An Omen computer, HP Omen. It has a Intel i7 10th gen, but I don't remember the other details. But yeah, maybe that helps. Okay, cool. So yeah, so if you can help me with that, because I would honestly love to have better quality for you guys, because that's been one of the reasons that I've been a little bit iffy about doing the live streams, is because it's always frustrated me that I couldn't figure that out. But that was my plan, was to figure that out in the new year. If it's something that's easy, then great. And if it's something where I have to buy some stuff, I'll still do it. It'll just take me a little bit longer to be able to do. Okay. Very cool. Well, Mateo, thanks for letting me know that. So hopefully I can have a better live stream the next time I go live, because I would like for you guys to have better quality. Cool. Yeah, I just never figured it out. Nobody ever, I mentioned it to a couple of people, and none of them had the specific answer. I was asking the wrong people, I guess. But yeah, if it's that easy, I hope you're right about that, because that'd be awesome. So does anybody have any Ubase related questions, or just bass guitar related questions, or something you'd like to hear? So right now I'm just streaming through YouTube, and I think that's the other problem. All right, is it time for another Ubase jam? Yeah, that was kind of fun. Oh, they reserve. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'll have to do that. What do you call that pattern on the body? I've seen it before, and it looks cool. The pattern on the body? Do you mean like it has the F holes, and then it has a cutaway right here? Is that what you mean by the pattern, or do you have a different thing? The model is the Journeyman, if you're curious about it. It's a very classic look, though, right? And I guess it's like just a reddish color. I'm not sure pattern wise if that covers it or not. But yeah, it'd be F holes. Yeah. So like a violin or an upright bass, it just has those style sound holes instead of just having one giant one in the middle. Okay. Well, hey Mateo, it was great to see you. Stay in touch. My email is the same as this, just at Gmail. So yeah, just hit me up on there if you can. And otherwise, I'm not sure. We should be, if you're on Facebook, we're probably friends on Facebook, but I'll have to hit you up, because it sounds like you have the answers. I'll probably have to upgrade to OBS or something. I've heard a lot of good things about that, so that'll probably be what I do. If I do that, though, I'll probably want to stream more in spite of trying to bring it down to one. But if I figure out that issue, it may be worth trying to stream on Twitch. The red Journeyman is the best looking Ubase. I think it's one of them, definitely. I kind of like the wood grain pattern. I just as well. So that one's kind of cool too. But yeah, they're all good. I'll try to check out one of your streams too. halftime feel kind of thing tonight, apparently. I decided to go from natural minor to Dorian right there. I just kind of felt like going Dorian. So do y'all know the difference between Dorian and natural minor? But basically, Dorian is just a natural minor scale with a raised sixth note, sixth scale degree. So instead of going, we just raise that note up to here. And to me, it's like one of the jazzier modes because it's the second mode of a major scale. Kind of hard to explain the modes right now, but I have plenty of other videos that do if you don't already know that, what any of that means. But because the jazz progression is often a 2-5-1, I think of this mode as being jazzier than the other modes because it starts on the 2, so it works really well with that 2-5-1 progression, the jazzy vibe. I think it's partially because of that. It's also like it's not quite as sad as the minor scale because that raised 6 just sounds a little, I don't know, a little happier or something. Like if I were going to do natural minor, almost like it almost has this like a pain point or something, like you're longing for something maybe. Yes, I believe. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you would raise the F to an F sharp if you were in A minor. Yeah. But I'm in G minor, so I'm raising the let me think for a second. The E flat to an E natural. So that part's, what I'm doing down here is indistinguishable, whether it's minor or not major. It's not major. minor or Dorian, or or what kind of minor scale, because I'm just playing the first, second, third, fourth, fifth notes, which are the same in both. But then the next note that I'd go up to could be a sad note like that. And that'd be natural minor, or it could be kind of has this totally different vibe that almost has this like jazzy sound. I think it sounds like less sad and a little more like hopeful or something. I'm doing a lot of like hammer-ons and pull-offs and stuff. So I'm doing like basically playing one note, hammering on, pulling off, and then pulling off again to the open string. Oh, did minor. Here's the Dorian version. And that's a cool effect too. Have a good one, Preston. Basically, you can slide into a note on one string and have it be the same note as the other strings. Like, let's say you're sliding into the 5th fret on the D string, and that's a G note, but then right afterwards I play the open G string, which is the same note. And it kind of like the open string versus the fretted one kind of have a cool kind of vibe just going back and forth between them. So that's kind of fun, just sliding into a note, but then hitting the same note on an open string next to it. But yeah, this almost has like a hip hop kind of vibe to the beat with the thing I'm doing to emulate hi-hats, and then the fact that it's got that halftime snare kind of. It's not, I'm doing the slower version. So yeah, just thought I'd explain what I was doing a little bit there, just so you guys have something that maybe you can take away from this and throw into just the next time you're jamming or whatnot. But with soloing, a lot of times, especially in the key of G, it's kind of fun to hit the fretted note and then hit the open string too. So you can let that note ring out while you're hitting it on the other string. So it's kind of like a drone going on underneath. But you want to make sure you're in tune with that. You want to make sure that your intonation, the intonation of your instrument is good to be able to do that pretty well. It's also a good way to see if you're in tune or out of tune on a fretless, to kind of slide into that note. So like you hit a open G, and then you slide into the G on the D string and see if they match up. If they don't match up, you might be slightly wrong about where the G note is on the D string. So it's just kind of a cool way to check your fretless intonation too, because it might not line up perfectly with the lines. Because sometimes the action being a little higher can make it a little bit off. And if you have a non-name brand, maybe they didn't pay it as much attention to details. So things like that can happen. But yeah, does anybody have any other questions about the new year or any questions about the Ubase in general? Let me know right now. I'll probably stay on for another couple minutes. Maybe I'll do another jam while we wait. Oh, I know. I could try to do. I haven't played it in a while, so it might be a little bit rough. But the song I wrote, "Going Camping," because I did a lot of camping on the bike trip, so I might do that while I'm waiting on your questions. So just let me know if you have any questions. It can be about the Ubase, the bike trip, the New Year, whatever, and then that'll be it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me unless you have a question. Oh, a question just showed up. Have you tried the new Aquila Thunder Brown strings on the Ubase? I would love a review from you. Oh, I have not, but I have seen a lot of other people's reviews. I want to say that Magnus from Play Ubase, at least he was going to do a review if he hasn't released that yet. He might have by now. I think he probably did. And then, oh, what's her name? I know her name's Rachel. Is it Uke Wales? That's her channel, I think. I think she did one too. So I'll have to do one pretty soon if I can get my hands on one. But I have not tried them yet. But I've heard good things. Oh, thanks for saying that. It's a lot of years of practice makes things look easy, and just knowing kind of what makes it fit more comfortably, kind of underneath your fingers. So, like for instance, when I'm doing this part, you notice I'm using my middle finger to play the E string note and my pinky to play the G string note when they're just one fret off. That's a little bit more comfortable for me than doing pointer finger and ring. So it's just learning little things like that. That's kind of adapted from upright bass because I was doing it the other way. And then I had a bass teacher that told me, it's better for your hand if you do that. And it makes sense. If you're doing this and this, you're turning your wrist out to do it. But if you do that and that, your wrist stays straight. So just little things like that, just whatever you can do to keep your wrist from bending in weird ways kind of helps there. And with the right hand, yeah, it just takes time knowing different techniques you can do. So I start by just plucking with the fingers, but then sometimes I'll add a thumb in there and pluck two things at a time, almost like finger picking on guitar. So honestly, my technique on my right hand is kind of a mixture of guitar technique, ukulele technique, bass technique, and stuff that people picked up from other places. Like if I try to emulate Victor Wooten, for instance, he picked stuff up from a banjo. I may not have good banjo technique, but since he kind of adapted some of that stuff, maybe I have more than I think I do just from that. And then I still need to try the Thunder Reds. Yes, I need to try all the thunderous strings. I need to become Thor, the god of thunder. But probably will at some point, hopefully this year. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I could do that. That would be a good video. Thunder Reds versus Thunder Browns versus Thunder Guts. All the thunder strings. Honestly, that's not a bad idea for video. I'm actually making a list of videos I'm brainstorming for. So I think that just gave me a brilliant idea. So thank y'all for mentioning those, because I could do Thunder Reds versus Thunder Browns, versus Thunder Guts if I wanted to. I'd have to buy new ones of all of those to do it, but that might actually be worth it. Cool. That might be something I do here in the new year, because that actually does sound like a good idea. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Happy New Year. And if you missed it earlier, just letting you know, I'm going to go down to one video every other week. So it'll probably be the first and the third Tuesday of each month I'll release a video. And then the live stream will just be once a month on the first Thursday of the month, unless I figure out, oh yeah, I could include the Thunder Blacks. Good call, Seth. But I might have some other things. I might even try a Twitch and whatever. But as far as my YouTube schedule, I plan on doing a live stream the first Thursday of the month, and a video on the first Tuesday and the third Tuesday. I may just do every other, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Every other might be more confusing for you guys following along. And and I might try Twitch. I'm just gonna have to see what happens there. But if I do that, it'll be in addition to this, not in the place of it. All right. I hope this helped out a little bit. Thank you guys all for signing on. It's good to see some familiar faces and some new faces on here. And if y'all aren't completely brand new faces, then I don't usually see you guys on the live stream. So so thank y'all so much for tuning in. And happy 2022. Hopefully you guys get a lot of make a lot of progress on your playing or in your projects and bands, whatever you're doing. And hopefully I can answer some questions for you if you have any along the way. All right. Have a good one. I will see you guys next month for the live stream, but every other week for the Tuesday videos, every other Tuesday. All right. Have a great one, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers.